Hello Capricorn, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your September 2024 mid-month general reading. We're looking at the second half of September, and this reading is for you, the earth sign of Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This video is for you. If you're a cross-watcher and cross-watching for Capricorn, this video is also for you. It's also relevant. If you know any or all of your other sign placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, watch those videos as well. They can bring in additional insight and perspective, give you something additional to chew on. They're general readings. They may resonate a little differently for everyone who watches. Take what resonates, leave the rest. But if something really does hit home, if it really does resonate with you and you would like to take a deeper look at something and reach out for a personal reading with me for yourself, or possibly as a gift for someone else, or you simply enjoy the reading style, if you're interested in that, email me at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can see that contact information also by clicking the description of this video. I would love to hear from you, and I can usually respond quite quickly, same day or within 24 hours with more info. I do offer a wide array of reading choices in all areas of life, different types, lengths, costs, styles, spreads. I've tried to include a little something in there for everyone. And I'm quite focused and quite diligent on the timely scheduling of personal readings. So if that's something you're interested in, email me. All right, Capricorn, let's move on. See what the second half of September 2024 is bringing in for you. For those of you who like to know, I am using the Deluxe Royal Tarot, clarifying with one of the Gilded Tarots. We begin with the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, joy, perhaps even a bit of decadence and indulgence, it's your heart's desire. With Temperance, moderation in all things, practicing balance, moderation, prudence. You either are or you're striving to. This combination of cards, Capricorn, speaks of learning how to maintain a balance. And balance is not a static position. My favorite frequent analogy for it is being in the middle of a seesaw or teeter-totter, right? The outside arms represent things that come in that we have no control over or don't anticipate. Sometimes our own emotions are those arms going up and down. Temperance is about remaining in the center. It's not an absolutely still position, because as those things happen, you might, feel impulsive or spontaneous and want to do something which you'll later regret. It's about learning how to shift and adjust to things as they come up without losing your center, right? Learning how to go, okay, I've got to modify this a bit and modify that a bit. And here it appears to be about your passions and your impulses, right? Could be spending, right? I mean, the Nine of Cups is more than enough to eat, more than enough to drink, right? Temperance is balance and moderation, neither too much of one nor too much of the other. This is about not letting your passions and your desires be the thing, or your emotions be the thing that makes the decisions for you and controls your life. They're part of who we are. They're part of what makes us human, but they should be the horse you ride, not the other way around. And controlling that horse, the saddle, the bit, the bridle, the reins, you can represent, it can be represented by patience, prudence, moderation, sometimes a little bit of self-denial, or just, not acting impulsively. Next, we have Death. So change coming in, endings and embracing the change, out with the old, in with the new. A rebirth and transformation is happening or is on the horizon. With the Eight of Swords, no more will you tell yourself, oh, I can't because of this, oh, I can't because of that, oh, I can't because it'll be too hard, or it'll take too long, or because of this person, or because. All the reasons, excuses, and justifications that we give ourselves for why we can't do something or free ourselves, when in fact it's only us that's keeping ourselves trapped. This is the end of that, a transforming of all that. It's about taking ownership of your own choices, decisions, actions, and therefore life. Next, we have the Knight of Coins, the Knight of Earth. All knights represent movement and movement towards a goal, because they're all about missions and quests, right? And being very focused on achieving that goal. So the Knight of Coins, or Pentacles, the Knight of Earth, He moves the same as his other three brother or sister knights do, but he's a little slower than them. Not because he's slow, but because he's cautious. He's detail-oriented. He's conscientious. He's balanced. He's reliable. And he always gets there. He always crosses the finish line. Sometimes the other knights, air, fire, water, they can be too impulsive or distracted. They want to cut corners. Sometimes they get distracted and go in a completely different direction. Not the Knight of Coins. He's earth. That's your energy. Learn how to harness it and utilize it and make it work for you. Queen of Coins, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, there you are. You're well able to do this. It's about learning, right? And applying those lessons moving forward. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is the Chariot for the second half of September. The Chariot is a card of success, but it requires perseverance, determination, and willpower. Whatever the situation is, there's probably a lot of moving parts to it. You're going to have to deal with those moving parts and make sure they're all kind of focused generally in the same direction as your goal. Not letting yourself get distracted, not being too spontaneous or impulsive. It's all about harnessing everything and making everything work towards your eventual goal. Perseverance, determination, willpower. And you're an earth sign. You've got that. Let's take a look at that overall energy of the Chariot for the second half of September for Capricorns. Judgment and the Seven of Wands. It looks like you made a pretty significant decision to change course or change direction on your life path. There's some defensive energy here, standing up for what you believe is right. It feels like you made a tough decision, and even though that changed your life course or life path or life direction, and you felt it was the best decision for you, even though there's challenges on this path too, and being strong and firm in making sure that the reasons why you made this decision don't get lost, that whatever cost, whatever challenge it was, that it's worth something. Meaning, whatever your goal was in making this decision or making this turnabout, make sure that all the effort and all the challenges and everything that it cost, make sure it works for you, right? Make sure that it wasn't in vain. Make sure that you stay the course, and learn what it takes to get towards that goal, that thing that you're after. Nine of Cups and Temperance, which is definitely here about learning patience, balance, moderation. There's a time to indulge and a time not to indulge. If you have no savings, if you have no reasonable budget, it is not the time to indulge, right? If it's about money. The High Priestess, the Eight of Cups, intuitively knowing that you had to leave something behind. It either didn't work out, it ran its course, or it turned out differently than what you thought. And it may have had something to do with you weren't quite ready or balanced, or had enough of this balance, prudence, moderation energy. But one of the most significant things you may have learned is that you weren't ready for it, and you needed to learn how to be ready for it. Let's take a look at Death and the Eight of Swords. There's an implication here, and don't shoot the messenger if this comes off a bit too. But it feels like part of the problem was because of the lack of balance and moderation and patience and prudence. You zigzagged. It was like a roller coaster, up and down and up and down and up and down. But every time it went down, there was all these reasons and excuses for why it did. Anything except really taking full responsibility for it, right? And with Death and the Eight of Swords, it's the end of that. It's accepting responsibility and embracing it, and embracing the change, and having the wisdom and humility to understand that moving forward, because it's all about learning and applying those lessons moving forward. Death and the Eight of Swords. Interesting. Death and the Eight of Swords are clarified by the Nine of Cups and Temperance again. Here's the Knight of Pentacles or Coins again, and Justice. You knew it was the right thing to do. And what your goal is moving forward is to build a long-term, stable, and secure future for yourself and anybody else around you if you're responsible for anybody else. And doing that by striking a balance between what you want and what you need. Knight of Coins, Queen of Coins. I love this Knight of Coins, Queen of Coins, because it's you, Capricorn. It's you putting one foot in front of the other in a conscientious way. There might be a lot of things on your list, a lot of moving parts, but it's just going through them one by one and doing the things and checking them off and going on to the next one. Yeah, Strength, facing your fears, your doubts, your insecurities, accepting responsibility for yourself, doing everything that's in front of you to do, doing it with strength and perseverance, even if you're afraid of it or you're nervous about it. It's about moving forward into that. Right, Three of Wands and Seven of Pentacles. You're working on building a solid, stable future for yourself. And again, if you have family or home, for that as well. Because this is building a foundation for a better future where you can, down the road, you can look at the harvest that you have and take periodic stops and go, okay, is this still working for me? Can I make it better? You know, it took a lot of time to grow that harvest. It took time, it took patience, it took prudence. You know, she may have been tempted to pick them before they were ready, or go on to something else, or not take care of it in that daily, step-by-step kind of way. But no, it's about building a solid, stable future for yourself and anybody else around you as well. You know, for those of you men or women that have families and all of that. I like it. All right, let's end with advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. The Hermit, Death, the Five of Cups. Learning your lessons, change, embrace the change. That means that some things within you, or habits or patterns or ways of thinking, have to basically die, because this is about embracing change and transformation, learning all the lessons from your past, and learning from people that may be around you, their experience and their wisdom too, so that you never again find yourself in this Five of Pentacles position, which is on the outside, or having to beg, or feeling like you have to ask because you don't have enough. The Five of Pentacles is also about, you know, the answers and these solutions, you know, both the practical things and the people are right there, right around you. So take advantage of it. Take advantage of what they offer. Take advantage of the help, the wisdom, the guidance, the experience. Ace of Pentacles, brand new beginnings. Brand new beginnings. Moving, relocating, new job. And that's a beautiful place for you to start, Capricorn. We want to grow this Ace of Pentacles into the Ten of Pentacles, which is being in a place where you've built up quite a bit of security, long-term security and stability. But in order for the Ace to grow into a 10, you have to go through all the other numbers, right? And that means patience, moderation, prudence, learning, applying those lessons, etc. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, Capricorn. Those are your messages for the second half of September 2024. I hope you enjoyed them, found them relevant for those of you for whom they resonated, or that they perhaps gave you something additional to think about. If it did hit home with you and you'd like to pull the curtain back on it a bit, take a deeper look, reach out for a personal reading with me for yourself or perhaps as a gift for someone else, or you simply resonated with the reading style. If you're interested in a reading, email me at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can see that contact information by clicking the description of this video. I would be delighted to hear from you and even more so to work with you. I will see you all quite soon down the road for the next set of readings. Until then, stay well, stay safe. Hope to see you back here again soon. I hope to hear from some of you as well. Take care. Bye-bye.